Okay, so when you think about the practices of Islam, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Probably prayer, fasting, charity, right? But what if I told you there's something even more fundamental that comes before all of that? A foundation that gives all those actions their real meaning. We're not just talking about what you do, we're talking about what you truly, deeply believe. So let's just ask it straight up. What actually comes before the prayer, the fasting, the charity? The answer to this is everything. It's the key that unlocks the entire purpose behind every single act in the faith. You know, here's a perfect way to think about it. Imagine your good deeds are like the newest, fanciest smartphone. It looks great, it has all the features, but if the battery is dead, what is it? It's just a useless piece of glass, right? Well, your actions, without the correct core belief, are exactly like that dead phone. They have no power, no life, no real value. That core belief, that's the battery. So, let's talk about that battery, that power source. This is what we call the unshakable foundation. We're about to dive into why this internal belief system isn't just a nice to have, it's literally everything. And this quote just hits the nail on the head. Imagine spending years building this magnificent, beautiful palace, but you build it on shifting sand. All that effort, all that beauty, it's just a matter of time before it all comes crashing down. That's a powerful picture of what our prayers and our good deeds look like without a solid foundation of belief to hold them up. And listen, this isn't just a metaphor, it's a historical fact. For the first 13 years of his mission in Mecca, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, focused almost entirely on this one thing, building that foundation of belief. Not on rituals, but on belief. Because he knew that once the heart is set right, once it truly believes correctly, the actions they follow naturally. So, we keep using this term, foundation. It's time to give it its proper name. We're talking about Aqeedah. And as you're about to see, the word itself tells you everything you need to know about tying your heart to what is true. The word Aqeedah comes from an Arabic root that means to tie a knot. And not just any knot, but one that is so firm and so strong it can never be undone. And that's exactly what it is in Islam. It's your core, unshakable belief system. It's the set of answers to life's biggest questions. Who is Allah? Why are we here? And what happens after all this is over? Okay, so if Aqeedah is the foundation, what's it made of? What are the bricks? Well, it's built upon 6 core beliefs. Think of them like the 6 essential pillars that hold up your entire spiritual house. That's right, this entire massive, unshakable foundation we've been talking about, it all comes down to just 6 core ideas. 6 pillars that shape and define a Muslim's entire worldview. All right, here they are. First, belief in Allah. The one unique God, the source of everything. Second, belief in his prophets, all of them, from Adam down to Muhammad, peace be upon them all. Third, belief in his books, the scriptures he revealed like the Torah, the Gospel, and the final revelation, the Quran. Fourth, belief in the angels, those unseen beings who carry out God's commands. Fifth, belief in the day of judgment, the ultimate day of accountability. And finally, number 6, belief in divine destiny. And this one's huge. It's understanding that everything that happens is within God's knowledge and plan, which honestly is so freeing. Okay, those are the 6 pillars. But let's be honest. These are huge concepts, right? And trying to really believe in them can bring up some really big, challenging questions. So let's not shy away from them. Let's tackle a few of the most common ones head on. This is a classic, probably one of the biggest questions people grapple with. Destiny versus free will. If God already knows everything that's going to happen, what's the point of me even trying? It's a really good question, and it deserves a good answer. Here's a fantastic modern way to look at this. Think of God's knowledge like Google Maps. It knows every single possible route you could take. It knows every street, every turn, every traffic jam, every potential destination. But at the end of the day, who's actually driving the car? You are. You're the one choosing which turn to make. His knowledge doesn't force your hand. And the Prophet's own answer to this question was so simple and so powerful. He didn't get into some complex philosophical debate. His answer was direct. Keep doing good deeds. He was shifting the focus away from trying to figure out the unseen and back to what we can actually control, our actions. Our job is to just keep trying to keep doing good. Okay, let's tackle another area that can sometimes cause confusion. With all the respect given to scholars and righteous people in Islam, does that mean Muslims worship them, or saints, or even graves? The answer could not be more clear. An absolute 100% no. Respecting scholars? Yes, of course. Honoring pious people? Absolutely. But any act of worship, whether it's a prayer, a prostration, a plea for help, is for Allah, and Allah alone. That's like the non-negotiable number one rule of the faith. So, what about love for the Prophet Muhammad himself? Where does that fit into all this? Is that an essential part of this core belief system of Aqeedah? Oh, it's not just a part of it, it's absolutely central. I mean, just listen to what he himself said. None of you truly believes until I am more beloved to him than his father, his child, and all mankind. And this isn't just about an emotional feeling. True love, in this context, means you follow his example. It means his teachings become your guide. Knowing all of this is one thing, but how do we actively strengthen our own belief? How do we make sure that our own foundation is built on solid rock, not that shifting sand we talked about? Let's get into some practical steps. All right, here are 5 tools for your personal Aqeedah toolkit. First, read the Quran, but with the intention to really understand its meaning. Second, learn the beautiful names of Allah. It completely transforms your relationship with Him. Third, pick up a basic, authentic book on this very topic and study it. Fourth, and this one is so important, avoid pointless arguments and debates that only lead to confusion. And fifth, and maybe the most crucial of all, surround yourself with good company, people who lift your faith up. At the end of the day, when you strip everything else away, the message of Aqeedah is one of beautiful, powerful simplicity. One God, one final prophet, one final book, and one global community. It's about tying your heart firmly to this clear, simple reality. And that brings us right back to where we started. So the final question, the one I want to leave you with, is a personal one. Is your foundation built on rock, or is it built on sand? It's honestly the most important question you can ever ask yourself.